Hi, this is Ron Stites again. This is the last video I'm going to do on the Chapter 13. This is about the using analysis of variance, comparing 3 or more groups to see if the averages are statistically different. To do that, we do analyze, go over to compare means, and we pick the one-way analysis of variance, or ANOVA. Again, it needs to be 3 or more groupings. So we're going to select a question of interest. I am worried about global warming. So we'll pick that one, and that is the dependent variable in this kind of analysis. And as a factor, again, need to have 3 or more levels. We're actually going to take a look at level of education. Do the responses differ based on level of education? Now, one of the things we learn from ANOVA is if any of these groups are different. But that doesn't tell us a whole lot. If we do a post hoc test, the Duncan test, we'll actually go through and do a lot more calculations behind the scene and tell us which ones are different. It goes through and compares individual groupings and then tell us which ones are the same and which ones are different. A lot more information than just straight ANOVA. And here's what we get when we run the analysis. We see that high school diploma and less than high school diploma group together, sort of low on the interest of global warming. And then as you get more and more education, it gets more and more, there gets to be more and more concern about global warming, and postgraduates definitely having the highest level of concern. Now I'm going to show you how you can show the same information graphically, which is very interesting. So I want to show that to you by going up to Graphs. Click on that, and we're going to actually do chart building. There is one particular kind of chart that is really good for showing ANOVA type results, and that's this one that has the error bars around it. So we will then put as the as the y-axis, the dependent variable, I am worried about global warming. And then as the y-axis, which is the independent variable, we'll use level of education. And then when we hit OK, we will create this chart that shows graphically the same thing that the Duncan test showed us. Yes, the less than high school and high school educational levels cluster right around low on the I am worried about global warming, and it goes up as you have more and more education, with postgraduates having the highest concern about global warming.